Hi everyone, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to be showing you this look. I absolutely love this look. I think it's really simple, it's really easy to do, and I always use this look as a go-to look when I'm not sure what sort of makeup I need to wear, and I think this is really easy to transition from day to nighttime as well. So stay tuned and find out how I do it. So the first step to this look is our foundation, and today I'll be using this Maybelline Fit Me in shade 120. And to apply my foundation, I'm going to be using my Real Techniques multitasking brush. So once you have applied your foundation, the next step to this look is highlighting concealer, which I'm going to use under my eyes. And to do that, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Dream Lumitouch Highlighting Concealer, which looks like this in shade Nude. So I'm just going to make a V underneath my eye. And in the inner corner, and I'm just going to use my finger to apply that. And notice I'm not rubbing it into the skin, I'm lightly dabbing. Next we need to set our foundation, which I always do, especially if you have oily skin. I find if you set your foundation, it really does make it last a super long time. So I'm going to set under my eyes different to the rest of my face because I want that to still look light and nice. So to set under my eyes, I'm going to be using this Australis Ready Set Go finishing powder in True Translucent. I'm just going to use this soft blush brush, just dip it in there, and then I'm just going to set my eye. And again, just do really light dabs because we don't want to move the highlighting concealer underneath. I'll be setting the rest of my face using this Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in medium. And I'm using this big blush brush, which is nice and soft, just to dunk that in there and just dab that on the rest of my face. The reason I pull this fish face when I put my foundation on and set my foundation is because I have quite dominant smile lines on each side of my face, and I feel that if I make that fish face to get rid of them while I apply the product, it stops any of the product building up inside there, and it really makes it last all day long without caking up inside there. Today I'll be using this CoverGirl Clean Glow Bronzer in Spices. That would help, wouldn't it? And I'm going to use the same brush that I used to set my foundation, just this big blush brush. I'm just going to put that in a circular motion, tap off any excess, and just apply that to the apples of my cheeks and my cheekbone. The thing that I like about this blush is that it is quite hard to get the color onto your brush, and that's really good for people who are beginners or who struggle with blush application, because the less product you have on your brush, the easier it is to actually build it up on your cheek. And I'm also just going to apply some of this same bronzer in Spice just on the sides of my temple. And on my chin, and down the sides of my nose. Next, I will be filling in my eyebrows, and to do that, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Master Shape by Eye Studio in Blonde. And the reason I really like this is because you have the little spoolie on this end to brush your eyebrows into shape, and on this end you have the pencil. So I always start by brushing my eyebrows into shape. And then I start doing the end first. And then I use short strokes to fill in the middle. And once I am happy with how my eyebrows are filled in, I will then go back with the spoolie and just brush them through one last time just to make them look a bit more natural. So now we are onto our eyes, yay! So on the base, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Modern Metallics in Enchanted Forest. It looks like this, and I'm using this color just as a base over my eyelid. And to apply it, I'm going to be using just this flat eyeshadow brush. So I'm just going to put some on my brush and tap off the excess and just pat it on my eye like so. Don't worry about being too neat, it's just a base color. Next, we're going to be building up the brown in our crease, and to do so, I'm going to be using this Chi Chi Glamorous Nudes eyeshadow palette. Excuse how worn it is, I really do love this palette and I really do use it all the time. As you can see, the lid is broken off. So we're going to start building up that brown by putting just a little bit of this color in the crease. This is going to act as a transition color. And to apply that, I'm going to be using my Real Techniques domed shadow brush. So the trick here is to start off with as little amount of product on your brush as possible and slowly build up. So I'm just putting a tiny amount on my brush, probably can't even see it. And I'm just going to use these windscreen wiper motions to slowly work that into my crease. I haven't even picked up any more color for this side. So once you're happy with that, we're then going to go in with a darker brown, and I'm going to use this brown up here. I really like this brown because it's got a bit of shimmer to it, which is always nice. And I also don't have massive eyelids, so I really need to be careful where I place my color because I don't want to lose my entire eyelid. And if I just go dunk with brown and just put it straight on, then I find there's too much color on my eyes and it's really, really hard to blend out. The next color I am going to use is the brown next to the one we just used. Using the same brush. I am coming down at this angle here as well, just to make a little V. And basically just keep going with that darker brown until you've built it up to the desired darkness, I guess. And I'm going to start blending that into my upper eyelid now, and to do that I'm taking a clean brush. This is the ELF Professional Blending Eye Brush. Looks like this. It's nice and soft bristles, and I have got no color on that, and I'm just going to use that just to blend the brown into my upper eyelid. So once you are happy with how that brown is blended out, we are going to put some gold on our lids, and again I'm going to go back to my Chi Chi palette and I'm going to use this really, really gorgeous gold on my lids. And I'm going to go back to the flat eyeshadow brush, which is this one. And I'm just going to dab my brush over it. And again, tap off because there will be some fallout. And just dab that on your eye. So next up, I'm going to be using a gel eyeliner on my top eyelids, and I will be using the Maybelline Eye Studio eyeliner in Blackest Black. Looks like this. And I am going to be using the Maybelline eyeliner brush to apply that. So just dip it in the pot. I do really like this eyeliner because I feel like I have a lot of control when I use it, and I really like a thin line on the top of my eyes because I feel my eyelids are quite small, and so I don't want to lose my whole eyelid with black eyeliner. So I'm going to be using a really, really thin line and just line from the outer corner across to the inner corner. And I do almost small dashes across my eye and then go back in with more product and then fill it in. Fill it in. So next we're going to put on our mascara, and I'll be using the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Mascara in Smoky Eyes. This is my holy grail mascara. I really, really, really love this mascara. It is everything. It gives me length and volume, and it just comes through for me every time. So I always like to look down when I'm applying my mascara and just get the brush as close to my eye as possible. Just wiggle it around and pull it straight up. I am also going to apply a coat of mascara to my bottom lashes, and to do that I'm going to be using the Falsies Big Eyes by Maybelline. It looks like this, and I'm going to be using the lower lashes brush. So the brush looks like this, and I honestly love this brush for applying mascara to my bottom lashes because it is really, really thin, and it just makes it so much easier to apply and just reduces the risk of getting mascara on your face, which is always nice. Okay, so we are on to the final step in this look, which is our lips. So I'm keeping my lips really simple today, and I'm going to just be putting on some lip gloss. I absolutely love this product. This is ELF Eyes Lips Face Hyper Shine Lip Gloss in Blossom, and it looks like this. And when I put this on my lips, it makes my lips just a little bit darker pink than they normally are, but it just has this super crazy shine, which is just awesome. So this is the finished look. I really hope you like it, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!